Hello guys, this is Splish, and today we're checking out Warframe. Yes guys, this is Splish. I hope you're having a fantastic day and that you can enjoy this video when we are gonna talk about Warframe. Maybe even discuss it a bit in the comment section. I'm always open when it comes to doing that, or at least listening to what you guys have to say about the game as well. Now, it was definitely some time ago since I played Warframe. It must have been years, and when I tried to log into my old account, I just realized I can't do so because it was actually bound to, or I used an old email when I created that doesn't exist anymore. So I needed to create a new one and start from scratch in 2022. Not necessarily a bad thing, since I just got to understand how it works now in 2022, creating a new account, starting from scratch and all that beautiful stuff, I guess I should say, because I had a good time doing so. Because in Warframe, players control these members of the Tenno, which is a race of these ancient warriors who have awoken from centuries of suspended animation far into Earth's future to find themselves at war in the planetary system with different factions. That is the whole kind of built, if we talk about the story, so to say, or the background regarding the game. There's a lot more to say about it because this game offers you a lot of depth. I have to say, especially also since I just come from making another similar video when it comes to another, if I may call it loot shooter or grind shooter, it's up to you to decide as well, and that is Destiny 2. As you may know, Destiny 2 is now, since some time back, also free to play. And it's good to mention because if you think about it and all the content and all the possibilities you get in a game such as Warframe, free to play is definitely a great thing for you guys if you haven't tried the game, because I surely think that you should. Okay, so this free-to-play action role-playing third-person shooter multiplayer online game, wow, that's a long saying, was developed and published by Digital Extreme. And it was first released, and I started to play it right there, for Windows, Mini PC in March 2013. Later ported to PlayStation 4 in 2013, Xbox One in 2014, that was September by the way, Nintendo Switch November 2018, and PlayStation 5 in November 2020, and Xbox Series XS in April 2021. I think it's kind of nice to mention this just so you get a picture of how it has been carried on into the new generation of consoles. Also, support for cross-platform play and cross-save, as well as ports to mobile devices, are planned for 2022. So that's what's happening right now as we're speaking. One thing that I didn't know that might be worth mentioning is that the developers worked on a game called Dark Sector. But what happened later, around 2012, is that the free-to-play genre of games started to become popular, so the developers took their earlier Dark Sector ideas and these art assets and incorporated them into a new project, and that was their self-published Warframe. And it's also interesting to know that, well, the game started a bit slow when we're talking about the early days of the game, and kind of hindered by moderate critical reviews and low player counts as well. But since it's released, the game has definitely experienced positive growth over the years. And the game is one of Digital Extreme's most successful titles, and it's seen nearly 50 million registered players by 2019. That's really good, also considering that it's a free-to-play game. What I also like is partly the freedom that you get in a game like this, since you have elements of both shooters, RPG and stealth games. So that means that you can not only design your warrior as you want it, with time at least, but also the way you play the game. Because I usually like to get in there close and beat these guys in their ugly faces, but I have also played certain levels and places when I've just been stealthing, trying not to get detected and so forth. It can also be quite satisfying, and just get there, get the job done, leave the planet and look for the next mission. I also like what happens when you get better at the game, when you start to be able to use your weapon in a mix together with special abilities and also this number of parkour style moves to navigate through and overpower forces within the mission. That is really fun and satisfying, and that's also something I like. It might also be good for you to know that Warframe is designed to be free to play as mentioned before, but also with that has avoided using these pay to win elements in the game. All Warframes, weapons and also other non-cosmetic equipment can be acquired in-game over time through normal gameplay, which may involve grinding. Well, Grinding is definitely a thing when you play a game like this, so if you like that, that's perfectly fine. To be honest with you, I'm not a huge grinder, but I have to say that it was much more pleasant getting in here and doing that than I actually felt when I came back to playing Destiny 2. I'm also happy that I took the opportunity to get back into Warframe now, because I didn't play it, as mentioned, so much before when it was released and in the first year after release. Because I've always had a bit of a bad conscience not being able to understand more about the game that I actually did back in the days. With that said, I encourage you, especially if you are new to the game, that you try it out. I'm playing this on PC, meaning on Steam, and I think that's really good. It works well. I remember also the days when I was playing it through the launcher. And I would also love to hear, of course, from you guys out there that have been playing the game for many years. Are you still enjoying the game? Do you feel that you're getting new content, so you're keeping up the interest to continue to play it? Let me know in the comments. It's always interesting to hear those kind of opinions. I recently rediscovered another free-to-play shooter, no comparisons with Warframe because it's so different, which is PlanetSide 2. And I just felt that I needed to play that game more. Maybe I will get the same feeling when it comes to Warframe. I'm not there yet, but I might actually get there. So with that said, my friends, take care. And if you're new to my channel and if you like FPS gaming such as this, but also other games that are in the genre of FPS, it might be indie games or AAA games, make sure to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and I meet you soon and talk in another video. Thanks for watching and game on. Later.